In this season, we continue to do what we have done for the last 20 years. Produce West Coast premieres, new works, and this falls in that category, and we're just really excited to be able to bring it to Los Angeles.
The Butcher of Baraboo is a play written by Chicago playwright MARISA WEGRZYN. The play is about family dysfunction, and it is a comedy, a drama, a mystery. It's set in Baraboo, Wisconsin in the dead of winter, and it tells the tale of a local butcher, Valerie. And this day marks the one-year anniversary of her husband's mysterious disappearance. Her dysfunctional misfit daughter, Midge, who's 32, lives at home. And between her and Valerie's begrudging sister-in-law, who happens to be a town cop, complicate the day, and Valerie's missing husband's brother returns back to town with his young bride and their 6 children.
One of the things that's intriguing about the play is that it centers around a very mysterious disappearance. And it's how the members of this family respond to that, their secrets about what they know that someone else doesn't know, and their fears about what someone else might have done. And all of those suspicions and fears collide in a very, very funny but beautifully human way.
Most importantly, it's about family. It's about family at its worst, and in a dysfunctional way, family at its best. There's still the need to be loved and to love, and in the worst of times, you still circle the wagons around the family, even though inside that circle there might be flames burning everywhere. You still pull your family in.
MARISA WEGRZYN's plays are really one of a kind. She has a very unique voice. In this particular show, the voice is very Midwestern, in a style that's almost similar to Fargo. And the characters are all family members who have all these old wounds that are buried just beneath the surface that they're all pretending don't exist.
Little secrets that they hide.
Well, they talk about the most mundane things imaginable, and it's very, very funny.
The situations that she puts her characters in are so extreme and so so surreal, but at the same time she bases them in their own world, but this world is still real and it's poignant. It's touching, but at the same time maddening and hilarious all at once. The cast for The Butcher of Baraboo consists of all road members. They include Valerie, the local butcher, is played by Janet Chamberlain. Her 32-year-old live-in daughter, Midge, is played by Nina Salonen. Valorie's sister-in-law, Gail, is played by Rebecca Jordan. Her prodigal brother-in-law, Donal, is played by Carl J. Johnson, and his wife, Sevenly, is played by Jenny Kern.
One of the things that I think we're most excited about is to have Mark Saint-Amant back as a director. I had the great pleasure of working with him last year in the West Coast premiere of The Bird and Mr. Banks by Keith Huff.
The great part about it is they're both really funny shows, but both very dark, and Mark has a real handle on that kind of work. It's so quirky, and he has a good sense of that.
What I would like the audience to take away from The Butcher of Baraboo is first and foremost that they've had a satisfying evening of theater. This play is not only a comedy, but it's also a drama and a mystery, all rolled into one.
You know, I think the audience is going to really enjoy themselves. They're going to laugh a lot. They're going to be disturbed. It should be a really raucous, crazy evening.
Yeah, and we listen to our audiences very closely, and we've been hearing a lot lately. They'd love to see what we do with a comedy, because we've been doing some very dark things lately, which is part of what we're interested in. This covers both, and it does so in a very entertaining way.
So as wacky as the situation is, and the play becomes, we can still see deep down that these are real people, and we may draw some similarities to people in our own families who think, given the circumstances, given being the cabin fever, being inside in the dead of winter, having a little bit too much caffeine, that they too might be capable of a little dysfunction.